and rumbling, fuck, shake your tits and swing your dicks. Here we are again on another Friday, kids, and to make sure your weekend starts proper, here's another taint-vibrating, nipple-numbing episode of your favorite internet sensation with Libation, the Friday Wrap-Up. Before we get today's show kicked off, I want to tip my hat to today's Libation. You know, I decided to go back to the mother country, a little taste of the mother country. So tonight I'm doing a Peroni beer. You know, this is one of my other favorite types of beers. It's a nice, crisp Pilsner beer. Good way to kick off the fall. And I got it insulated in my none other than Village's bottle koozie, courtesy of the Florida chapter of the Friday Wrap-Up fan club. So let me just give this a little crack here. There we go. Right with the old cap gun, and there you go. Beautiful. Azaluda, drink up and be somebody. Sounds like I already had a few. You know, who says the Germans have the fucking beer market cornered, okay? The Italians know what they're doing when it comes to a brew. If you ever want to try another good Italian beer, it's harder to find. It's a lager. Moretti. Moretti beer is fucking delightful. It's like Italian Yingling, okay? You know, I mean, I'll be the first one to say it's not as good as a Yingling, but it is pretty fucking close. Okay, what a fucking week. Holy shit. I swear to God, it's been a full fucking moon every night this week. Wow. Oh my God. Anyway, you know, before we get the show kicked off, you know, well, I hate to start off on a you know, depressing note, and I personally don't like talking about this, but it bears mentioning. 9/11 anniversary was yesterday. It's been 24 years. Imagine that, 24 years since these animals attacked the World Trade Center. And I don't like talking about it for personal reasons, so I'm not really going to go down the rabbit hole here. You know, yesterday was a pretty fucking depressing day with everything that's going on, including, you know, remembering 9/11 and all the poor people that lost their lives in that tragic event. So, with no further ado, Azaluda, here's to you guys, huh? And on a different note, I'm just fucking fed up with people in general. You know, like, just people just aggravate the fucking shit out of you. People you know, people you don't know. You know, I love, like, when people, like, accuse you of shit that they do themselves. It's like, you're looking at them like, really? Really? Yeah, like, I'm fucking fed up with everybody. Everybody's just fucking mentally irregular. Everybody's got some kind of a fucking agenda in their head. I've had enough. I've had enough with people this fucking month, this year. I'm off on goal, everybody. Anyway, I was in Connecticut today. I just drove back from Connecticut, and of course, the first thing I'm going to do is the Friday Wrap-Up. I got changed out of my duds. I had a client meeting in Connecticut. I had to go meet with they're fucking momos. I don't know what else to call. I had a meeting with 6 fucking momos. It took 2 hours of my fucking life. I walked out of there. By the time I let my brain hurt, okay, by the time I walked out of there, like, I felt fucking retarded when I left, okay? Holy shit. It really should be fucking legal to drown stupids. I'm sorry. Just hold their head underwater until their little stupid fucking feet stop kicking. Okay, Jesus Christ, speaking of stupid, we got a show chock full of fucking stupid today, so let's get right at it, okay? All right, kids, get your tickets out. We're about to hop onto that maniacal, magical express of the mayhem and fuckery. The crazy train's about to leave the station. Oh, but, woo! First stop, New York City. I know I keep mentioning it week after week, but it's getting closer, and it's fucking scaring the balls off of me. Okay, the mayoral race. Recent polls show Mondami is leading with 46% of the vote. Cuomo has 24%. Sliwa is at 12%. And he beat Adams out at 9%. I mean, he's got him beat by 3 fucking points, but that's only because he registered all of his cats. You know, at this point, even fucking Trump said it. It's inevitable. Mondami's going to win. If Sliwa and Adams dropped out right now, and all of their voters shifted over to Cuomo, he still don't have enough fucking votes to beat Mondami. Like, I knew there was a lot of stupid fucking people in New York. Okay, I didn't know that everyone in New York City was fucking mentally irregular. Like, how fucking retarded are these people? I don't get it. Like, do you have any idea the amount of fucking chaos that'll happen if this motherfucker becomes mayor of New York City? The greatest city in the fucking world is gonna go down the toilet like a fucking corn-filled turd. It blows my fucking mind how everybody in New York City is clinically fucking retarded. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay? I mean, I don't understand what Sliwa and Adams are still doing in this fucking race at 12 and 9%. I mean, like, what are you doing? To just fucking drop out at this point. Okay? I mean, New York City's full of fucking criminals and killers. Nobody takes a shot at this guy. But other people getting fucking murdered for no good reason at all, which, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna get to it. Don't worry. Okay? Unfucking real. Anyhow, next stop, Charlotte, North Carolina. You know, this fucking story really just aggravates the fucking shit out of me. So you heard of this fucking Molignan that attacked and killed this poor Ukrainian refugee on a train. Now, here's the thing, right? This girl escapes the Ukraine. She's not a migrant because she came here under protection of fucking war. And not like the fucking Mexican migrants that go for the handouts. This girl, I don't know what made her go to North Carolina, but goes and gets a job. It's some fucking hick pizzeria. Now she's taking the fucking train. She's done working. She's in her uniform. She gets on the train, minding her fucking business, going on this fucking animal behind her, who was arrested and let out 14 times on bail, on the fucking bail reform laws. Like, this motherfucker belongs incarcerated in fucking chains, and he just unprovoked gets up and just starts stabbing this poor girl. Okay, look. I mean, she's a pretty girl. Look at this fucking savage, okay? I mean, just look at the terror on this poor girl's face. Okay, seriously. I mean, you see the video was horrifying. And the guy's walking off the train, fucking blood dripping. And his mother even said, yeah, he's fucking deranged. She wanted him incarcerated, but the liberal judicial system let him out on bail reform. No bail, cashless bail. 14 fucking times. 14 fucking times. He's been arrested on numerous counts of violence and assault. They let him out, roaming the streets. And now this poor girl lost her life. She escaped Putin and war, only to get stabbed to death by a fucking U.S. savage. Okay? You know, they have a word for people like this.
Look at all these niggas in here. Look around here. There's enough niggas in here to make a Tarzan movie.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Fred. Next stop, Los Angeles. So Kamala Harris wrote a book this week. Look at that. And you know, I first thought maybe it might be a coloring book, but it's not. So she wrote a book, like a tell-all book about her experience running for president and losing horribly. Okay, first of all, she threw Joe right under the bus. Okay, like, when you read excerpts of this book, this bitch really thought that she had a fucking shot. Unreal. Last stop. And yeah, again, I don't like to get too dour when I'm doing a Friday wrap-up, but this time we have to talk about it. We just got to talk about it. Last stop, Utah. Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk. Conservative media personality, podcaster, activist, founder and CEO of Turning Point USA. Powerful conservative youth organization. Okay? Active in over 35 college campuses. He was shot and killed at an event at the Utah Valley University. Okay, he was there doing what he does in countless other college campuses. Okay, an event where he invites, you know, he has very strong opinions on his conservative views. And listen, if you disagree with the guy, his whole mantra is prove me wrong. He's against violence, very born again Christian. And he would invite people to debate him. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. And he's a brilliant kid. It's very hard to be proven wrong because he's right. All right, but yeah. So he was 31 years old. Imagine, a young guy, pretty wife, 2 young kids, all left devastated. He was instrumental in getting Donald Trump elected by really swaying the youth vote to him. And, Trump himself even said it. And he was shot by one of these lefty liberal fucking nutbags who was apprehended today, thankfully. 22-year-old Tyler Robinson, okay? This is some lefty douchebag's imbecile kid who was overloved and coddled so much they listened to his feelings to the point that his brain don't fucking work. Just like every one of these fucking college kids that go to school to get stupid, okay? They smoke too much fucking pot that's laced with fentanyl. It fucking destroyed all their brain cells. They got maybe a half a functioning fucking brain cell and it functions wrong. Okay? They're all malfunctioning fucking retards. All right? Something needs to be done with these people. They all need therapy and fucking lithium. I love how the left is the first one to say conservatives are violent and we're communists and we're trying to enforce our will on everybody. Yeah, it's them. It's them. Not a single Democrat president has ever been shot and killed by a fucking Republican. Kennedy was not shot by a fucking Republican. That was an inside hit. Some people say the mob, some people say the CIA, but it was not a political fucking hit. Okay? But Lincoln was killed by a Democrat. Reagan was shot by a fucking Democrat. Trump was shot by a fucking Democrat. And again, another fucking liberal lefty fucktard goes and takes this poor kid out. Now, I didn't have to wait for Trump to say he was dead. As soon as I saw the video of him getting shot, this kid got hit with a high-powered bolt-action rifle. My guess the caliber was .45 caliber or maybe a .380, and it had to be a fucking hollow point because it shredded his fucking jaw. This 22-year-old kid was a good shot, okay? Hit him right in the fucking jugular and just shredded his fucking neck. The kid, Charlie Kirk went down. I knew he wasn't getting back up. He was probably DOA when he got to the fucking hospital, bled out. Just awful. Awful. And the blood is on every single fucking Democratic politician and lefty news organization's fucking hands. Because they promote this fucking bullshit agenda. They are constantly saying, Trump and the MAGA Republicans are communists. They're trying to take over the world. They need to be stopped. We got to fight. We got to do this. We got to stop them at all costs. And then you get these fucking kids that go to college to get stupid. Their brains don't fucking work. They can't handle nothing. They need a coloring book and a cookie to fucking get through life. They're all on fucking Xanax, okay? They're all sensitive. You can't say nothing to them. They're all but they can get a fucking rifle and shoot the poor guy. The same people who want fucking who want to take away everyone's guns, okay? That preach gun laws need to be enforced. They're the first ones to want to take your gun away, but yet they're also the first ones to shoot you. Like, look at the fucking the tranny fuckface in Minnesota, wherever the fuck that was, that shot up a church with those poor kids. Okay? Liberals. They're all a danger to society. They need to be dealt with. This fucking 22-year-old kid absolutely better get the death penalty. And I don't mean electrocute him. No, they should slowly kill him over 7 fucking days and televise every minute of it. Like, just take turn beating him with fucking hammers until he goes unconscious. Then shoot him up with fucking liquid cocaine to light him up again and beat his ass again. Okay? They should put his head in a vice, and every hour just give it a half a turn until his eyeball pops out and his head cracks open. It needs to be stopped. And the way you stop it is you make an example of fuckfaces like this. Or just a terrible fucking tragic event. Terrible. Okay? Just terrible. Anyway, kids, speaking of terrible, your sports update. So, Major League Baseball, Trump went to last night's Yankee game. And I guess it brought the Yankees some luck because they actually won a fucking game for a change. Isn't that nice? Yankees and Red Sox tonight at 7:10. Mets and Rangers tonight at 7:10. Phillies and KC tonight at 6:45. NFL. You know, I said it. I wasn't expecting much from the Giants. I said they're probably not going to win a game until week 5. I always hope I'm wrong. I hate the fact that I'm constantly fucking right about things that I don't want to be right about. But it's like a fucking annoying talent that I have. Okay? Like, for once, I'd like to be wrong about that. Like, when I suspect somebody's doing something fucked up, okay, that I'm not going to approve of, I'm usually right about it. When I think a fucking football team is going to just completely fall apart, I'm usually fucking right about it. Like I said, it's an annoying fucking talent that I have. Anyway, I mean, the Giants just... Schoen and Dable need to go. Okay? They just fucked this team up. You know, like, they can't pick a fucking quarterback. They got Russell Wilson starting. This guy's shot. He's a has-been. Okay? He's just fucking useless. All right? He's a useless fuck. All right? So they got him starting. And, you know, he was an absolute disaster. Now, he used to be good. I don't know if he fell apart or if it's the Giants' curse, but I can prove. Here, like Danny Dimes, right? He was a fucking disaster in New York. They traded him. He's on the Colts, and he became Danny Dimes went to the Colts and became a fucking $1 million. You imagine this shit? He's fucking lights out. Lights out. Fucking Russell Wilson threw for, I think, 150 fucking yards. Not one touchdown. 150 yards. I can throw more than that. Not one fucking touchdown. A goddamn field goal. You knew within the first 5 minutes what was going to happen. Just awful. Awful. So, and the reason why Danny is playing so well in Indianapolis is not because all of a sudden he overnight became a magnificent quarterback. I mean, we abused the shit out of him. The fans, myself included. But you know something? In hindsight, I'm looking at this. I'm like, you know what? It wasn't the kid's fault. The reason he's good now is because he no longer has to play with this shit team who are coached by a bunch of window-licking mongoloids that eat their own shit and call it Nutella. Right? That's why he's good. Watch. Now that DeVito's gone, he's going to turn into a fucking $1 million starter for New England. Okay? I can't. This whole fucking team needs to be put on a bus and driven repeatedly into a brick fucking wall. Oh, boy. And then, you know, the Jets. Oh, boy. I'm glad I'm not a Jets fan. I really am. Aaron Rodgers said hello with a touchdown. First fucking pass. Bang. Now, the Jets were a far more exciting game to watch than the Giants. I was watching both simultaneously. You hear the Jets fans constantly cheering, and you hear the Giants fans punching themselves in the dick. Now, the thing about the Jets is they're a dangerous team. I mean, they had a great fucking run. They came back. They were doing great. And then the fucking thing about the Jets is they'll give you hope. That's the problem. They give you hope. And then they break your heart in the last fucking 3 minutes of the game. They had the game won, and they gave up 2 fucking touchdowns in the last couple of minutes of the game and lost it. Now, the Giants, I will say, manage their expectations right out of the gate. First pass, you know, this fucking game is going right down the crapper. Don't even bother watching. Okay? The Jets give you hope. They make you watch and go, oh my God, they might win. No. So that's why I said, I'm glad I'm not a Jets fan. I can't deal with the fucking heartache. The Giants, at least I know, first snap, this is not going anywhere. Might as well drink. So, you know, and then, of course, you know, the Bills won. Big surprise Sunday night, so that's nice. Anyway, your lineup for this weekend, Giants and Cowboys, Sunday at 1 o'clock. Jets and Bills, Sunday at 1 o'clock. I wonder who's going to win that one. And Saints and 49ers, Sunday also at 1 o'clock. I guess I will not be watching football past 3:30. Okay, your PSA. So like I said, I went to Connecticut today. And when I was coming back, you know, of course, these fucking 9 days worth of traffic. I come over the Trogs Neck Bridge. The Cross Island's backed up all the way to the ramps. So fucking I take the Clearview. I usually take the Clearview. And then I come down Hillside Avenue and I usually scoot up Braddock Avenue, my old stomping grounds. So I'm coming down Braddock Avenue, and there's, like, it's 4 lanes. There's 2 going, 2 coming, and then there's the center island, and there's trees, right? So I'm stopped at a light, I'm behind a car, and there's a tree next to me. There in the corner of my eye, I could have thought I saw someone holding an axe. This is like fucking 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon in the middle of Queens. I look over, there's some fucking terrorist kid holding a fucking axe. I don't know if he thought he was George Washington's gonna chop the tree down. I just looked at him and and he sees me and goes, I don't know if he thought that I was gonna get out and start shooting. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, the guy's right here by my window with a fucking axe. An axe. How is this kid walking around Queens in broad daylight holding a fucking axe? Where are the cops? Where are the cops? Nobody called. You see this kid walking around and nobody thought, let me call a policeman. Let's say, hey, yo, fuckface, what are you doing? Light turned green. I'm looking at this kid, and he's crossing the street again. Yeah, it gets better. Now I swing the fucking left onto Jamaica Avenue, Jericho Turnpike, whatever the fuck it is. So I'm coming around, and I'm heading towards Tulip, and there's, the Floral Park Motor Inn. And I'm stopped at a light, and I see this guy just standing there, and it looked like he was holding something in between his ass cheeks. Moon young, and he's drinking, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And as I pass, I look. The guy shit his pants. I mean, he shit his pants. It looked like he had a football size stain. Just a big shit stain, right? And he's just standing there drinking. Like nothing's happening. And I'm thinking, this is like the Nassau County Queens border. Like, it's getting a little too close for comfort for me. Like, this is going to be Mandami's New York City. It's already starting. You got fucking retards walking around with axes. I don't know if the kid was Hispanic. He looked a little Hispanic. You got a Moulin shitting his pants on Jericho Turnpike, just in the middle of the fucking street, in the middle of the sidewalk. Like, no care in the world. Just standing, drinking, shitting. Now, nice. That's just an appetizer as to what's going to happen, okay, when Mandami takes over. This is the America that the liberals want. They'll say we're the problem, but this is the fucking America, this disjointed, dismembered fuckface of a society. It should be a law. They should all be hit in the fucking teeth with a fucking hammer. Like, it needs to be made a law. Okay? You see a liberal, they go, I'm a liberal, just pick a hammer up and I didn't say murder them. If they happen to die from the injuries after the fact, that's an accident. A happy one. Okay? But just take a fucking hammer and bang right in the mouth. Okay? Stay COVIDless, kids. No mask, don't ask. Haters can kiss my ass. And remember, who loves you, babe? That's been your Friday wrap-up, and I'll see you when I see you. That's salute.